All right, everybody, welcome back to Exposed After Dark podcast number 6. Just with me today is my man Steve.
What's up, guys? Just me and BurnZ today. No Chris, no Dally, no special guest.
It's just back to our roots, baby. How we like it.
How we like it. Back to the original. So, exciting episode after Brews and Bitches. We have finally met BurnZ.
Yes, sir.
After
12
years. 12 years in the making, we finally met the kid.
Had a fucking blast.
It was a good. Dev's party was great. BurnZ came through Saturday. Me and him got some Subway. We discussed a few things. He answered a lot of questions that we always wanted to know. And from there, we went to Dev's and we partied, and it wasn't even awkward. It was like we knew each other and everything our entire life.
All the boys threw me some free shots throughout the night.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the amount of people that were like, "Yo, BurnZ, take a shot with me." But it was, I was up till. No, we'll get into that. But anyway, yeah, we finally met. I don't think anyone. I think Chris was the only one that truly thought I was gonna come through. That believed in me. And and then it happened. Went to Steve's first. Had to meet my boy first.
Yeah, buddy.
Plus, he would have been upset otherwise, which is pretty much the main reason. Could have been at the park. I could have been smacked by the time you got there.
I know. You probably wouldn't have even remembered me coming in at that point then.
Nah, I would have, but yo, so I hit traffic going up to this dude's house, man. Like I hit like there was like a huge crash, and it's funny because everyone was like telling me, they're like, "Oh no, you're good, man. It's Labor Day weekend. Like you're not gonna hit traffic or anything." And I hit traffic the entire time there, so it took me probably close to 2 hours, I think, man. Maybe a little less.
Wait, what road did you actually hit traffic on? I never actually asked
It was
you.
one of the
LIE or
I think it was. Is it the Long Island Express?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the Long Island Express. Was when, but I don't know if it was traffic in general or if it was because of the crash. But like when I got to the crash, I sat there for about 20 minutes and we didn't move at all.
Where they closed lanes and everything?
No, it was just like, I mean, there was like 2 exits that came up that they closed down for some reason, but like it wasn't like I didn't see the accident. It looked like a big pickup truck hit like a tree though or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. So I don't know. It wasn't too bad to drive. Like, even coming home was like super easy. It probably took me an hour 15 just to get home.
Probably a lot less traffic though, so it was easier.
Yeah. Plus, I really wanted to take a nap, so I think that was I was going pretty fast for that. Maybe I was going the speed limit. I was going nice and slow, speed limit wise.
Yeah.
Never go over.
Yeah.
Unlike you, who goes 60 miles an hour over.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
worth mentioning though at the party, like we were.
Well, I'm gonna get into. Oh wait, what are you gonna?
I was gonna say just because Chris was talking all this shit in the last episode that he was gonna beat us in beer pong, but
Well, who won?
Who won? Who can you remind me on who won, BurnZ?
I feel like it was you and me that beat Chris and Dally.
I think it was. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure we came back from like going down like 7 cups to nothing.
They were on. They had 1 cup for literally like 30 shots,
and we had
and
like
they could not hit it
the entire rack. We just started off really bad, and I got on fire, and I just started hitting everything.
Yeah, and then we had the last cup. I told
truly.
you. Told you I hit the last cup. You hit all the other cups. But yeah, we won. It was kind of like in and out though. I mean, it wasn't like, I think they were already like super smashed, and I was like getting to the point of being like beyond smashed.
Well, Chris doesn't remember playing beer pong, so that was the state he was in.
Honestly, if it wasn't so built up for this long, I probably wouldn't have remembered either. But just the fact that I remember, well, he was talking to me the whole time. He was like, "Let's go play, pussy. Let's go play." And then I was like, "Yo, I just got here. Like, I want to get a nice buzz on before I play." And I think
we waited a little too long.
I think I skipped my buzz and went right to smash, and then that's probably why I was playing a little poorly.
Well, you immediately came. We shotgun beers. We did Jameson shots. We did the
110 degrees.
Oh, right, they're terrible. It was so hot. But then the Ciroc we also took shots of. It was also really like
with the
warm.
red berry.
Yeah, red berry is.
Yo, shout out to whoever had the Coors Light there. That was already like cold, and my man Kyle was like, "Yeah, man, take some." So I don't know if he brought it or whose it was, but He let me I was just chugging Coors because it was already cold.
And we bought Bud.
Yeah, we had Bud Light that we ended up. I mean, I drank probably 3 or 4 of those
I
too.
had like 14 of them.
And then they made Jungle Juice, dude.
The Jungle Juice was really good.
That was
It was like
so
two.
good.
It was like 2 bottles of Jameson, right? That they put in.
I don't remember what they put in it.
Chris was drunk, so it could have been exaggerated. But you said there was 2 bottles of something.
No, it was at least 2 bottles of something. I watched them put it in. But yeah, that was wild,
it was delicious.
Dude.
So you didn't even taste anything. It was a great party. Shout out to XPOZED Dev for hosting
the man, the myth, the legend, dude.
Great party.
I can't wait to come through again. Hopefully something big gets planned.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there'll be something. You live close enough to always come through, but far enough not to always have to come. So you're in like the perfect position.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, if I come, I'm staying for at least a night.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. It's not worth your time to come in and then like go back home.
I mean, I would like. That's not to say I wouldn't. It would just have to be kind of more in advance. I think getting like LANs together would be like I would do a LAN.
That'd be dope. Chris's LAN party in his garage.
That would have to be we could do like an all day event. Just like get some brews and just get smacked or something. Yeah. And then definitely hit an AC again.
Oh man, what a trip. So after Dev's party, we all crashed in all of us crashed in Chris's house. We wake up the next morning. Me and Chris had a fantasy draft that we had to do live. So BurnZ went home, took a nap, nice power nap to get himself, back in the game, ready for the night. Me and Chris did the draft. Chris low-key died at the draft. And yeah, right after the draft, I went and picked up my boy, saw his apartment. He's living in a dope-ass area. It's I would definitely live in that apartment complex you live in. It's really nice.
I like it, man. It's some nice people here, dude.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really cool apartment.
And I did all my laundry, cleaned up my room, so it's all no, I'm saying now.
Oh, now you did.
The past couple of days, I completely reorganized my closet and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's looking fucking clean now.
Yeah, I went. There was clothes everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I had to figure out what I was bringing up to. Well, not only that. So I had to figure out what to bring to Dev's, and then when I got back, and I just threw clothes on the floor and then just went to bed. And then we hit AC. After the draft, probably got to AC at what 7? I think it's about 7:15.
7:15, 7:30. You met the fam. You met the fam. The fam paid for your dinner.
Yeah, they're awesome. I love the brands. Slash, if there's any other brand, I guess they're all brands.
No, it was Valvo as well.
Yeah. The legends, man, they were awesome. They were really nice people. That was a good time. I enjoyed that, hanging out with them, meeting them. They hooked you up with a pair of shoes.
They did. If I didn't get those shoes, I would have missed the club and everything in AC, and that would have been devastating.
Probably wouldn't have been that bad, honestly.
Well,
could have been.
To be fair, we really only stayed 2 hours in that club.
Yeah, it wasn't that. Well, that's because Lil Jon freaking didn't come on until 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then so we ended up going in. We probably got in there for what, maybe 11.
Yeah, we got him probably around 11. We stayed
there for about 12.
Minutes.
Yeah, I'd say stayed there for about 12. Then they said Lil Jon was coming on at 1:30, so we left. Came back when he got on, and then probably left again at 2:33.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Chris were just playing some games, losing all our money, dude.
Want to tell our listeners how much money you lost in Atlantic City?
A couple hundred. It was a pretty devastating loss, but it was worth it. Couple hundreds.
I know my man Chris lost 5.
Yeah, that's probably about what I lost. Now, if you talk about how much I spent counting the club and everything getting there, then yeah, that's a lot. But actual loss was probably about half a G.
Your boy, I think I was the only one who left Atlantic City up money.
That's because you didn't really gamble, eh?
What do you mean? I totally gambled.
No.
Yeah.
You started crying and then took your chips from Chris and then went back up to the room, and then you didn't gamble the rest of the night while me and Chris were there for...
Yeah, and then I went back down the next morning and I lost $180 really quick, but then that craps table brought me right back.
Yeah, dude. I should have, honestly, I'm pretty sure at one point when me and Chris were playing, it was right before you guys got over to us. I think me and Chris were up 300 or 400.
Yeah, I came to the table, and as soon as I came to the table, 7 was rolled, and you guys lost everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's my luck. And I started playing with you guys, but then whoever started rolling, I forget if it was Chris or you, who literally brought me back to life.
Yeah, no, I think I started the roll when you got over, and then Sam killed it too. She rolled she went on a roll too.
The hard 8.
And we were just
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, we were just killing it, man. Oh, dude, that was fun, man. Definitely gonna do AC again.
It was a great time.
Yeah, it really wouldn't be. I mean, I don't have an. I'm down to do that whenever. I don't know when the next time we'll do that is.
I would like to apologize, by the way, for no booze and bitches too. That we were gonna. We talked about it last podcast. I was gonna vlog Dev's party and vlog Atlantic City, and I think the amount of alcohol that we consumed, I just never even thought to pull out the camera, and there's no footage of any of what happened.
We have some good
Snapchats. We do have some good Snapchat. Yeah, I definitely have the Snapchat saved. My man,
send them to me.
My man dancing in the club, just talking to random people. Just talking to dude. Every time I turned around, you were talking to someone new that we had no idea who they were. You were just talking to everybody.
They were just nice people, dude. That there really weren't that. Like I was thinking back on it, man. There really were not a lot of girls in that club at all.
There really wasn't at all.
I think, I remember I talked to a couple, and the one gave me a fake name.
How do you know it was a fake name?
Because I was talking, it was outside the bathroom, and they needed to take a picture, and it was her one. It was 2 girls and then a guy.
I was there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 girls and a guy. And the guy, one of them was his girlfriend, and then I was talking to the one that wasn't. And then she I asked for her name or whatever, and then she gave me something, and then he was like, "Why'd you just lie about your name?" And I just started laughing, and I was like, "All right, y'all have a good night."
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it don't matter. It was just funny though. But yeah, AC was a good time, man. I think definitely have to have a booze and bitches too.
We definitely do.
I'm not really sure what the next big event is gonna be though.
We just gotta convince Dev to throw another party.
I mean, could maybe. I'm throwing, like I said, we're definitely doing SantaCon for sure. So everyone's.
Well, your party in the fall definitely could be booze and bitches too, and I'll make sure to get footage of that one.
Yeah, we're actually gonna host I think I'm gonna host a Pong tournament, and we're gonna do a $20 entry per team.
Who's your partner?
I don't know, man. I gotta see.
You know who you're undefeated with, right?
Yeah, but I played like shit. I need to get back to my college days, dude, when I was just getting straight cups, man. I used to kill that shit. Me and Sparks are pretty good together, but he's also 6'4", so he just bullets the cup.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's so tall. You can
he literally just he really does. He just lifts his arm down and just throws it in. But now we're thinking about doing that. We're thinking getting a team. We're deciding if we want to do that, and then it's gonna be probably $20 a team, so $10 per player. Winner takes all, dude. So that's
that
if you
good.
win.
Is it gonna be
that's not a lot of money?
One loss elimination type of thing.
Depends how many teams we get, maybe because it'll be. If we can get enough people to show up early, we can pregame early in the morning and then get it going all day and do a double elim would be pretty cool.
We could do, or you could do it the way COD is, man, where you have a losers bracket and a winners bracket.
Yeah, well that's double elim, yeah. So the losers bracket would have to beat the other team twice.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, dude, we could definitely even if we get 5 teams in it right there, the winner that's $100. So if you're making $30, no, 40, because you get $50 if you win between each player.
Yeah.
But we're trying to decide if we want to do it that way and just do your own team, or if we're going to go co-ed and have a girl and a guy.
All right, I respect it. Any way you want to do it, I'll be there. So you just gotta let me know the dates. I'm assuming it's gonna be a weekend.
Yeah, it'll be a weekend. It'll be a Saturday or something.
Dude, if it's a Saturday, man, right from work Friday, I'll come into Hoboken. I'll crash on your floor, because that's the same courtesy we gave you at Atlantic City. And
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of you'll probably sleep. I mean, someone will get the couch.
I have no. Just give me a nice little corner to curl up in. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, we'll just throw a ton of we'll just throw a ton of pillows and blankets down, dude. I just gotta see how many of the guys would come through, so we can get like a head count. Cause it's gonna be crazy. Actually, dude, I don't know. It would be either a Friday or a Saturday. I just realized Hoboken has like this crazy Halloween like pub crawl weekend.
Oh,
but I don't know. Let me look yeah, I'll look after this, but I don't know if it's before or at, like, because Halloween this year is in the middle of the week, so I imagine it'll be still in October before, and would be my guess.
Well, Halloween is on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah, so my guess. Wait. Oh, that was yeah. Yeah, it's on a Wednesday. So my guess would be it'd be Friday and Saturday would be like the Halloween like pub crawl.
Dude, I'm totally down.
Yeah,
Booze,
dude.
Booze and Bitches Part 2. Get some nice content for the few listeners that we have right now and the few viewers that we would want to see a vlog on YouTube.
If anyone wants to come through, let me know.
Say the word pumpernickel and we'll put you in a drawing.
Hang out with XPOZED Gaming for a weekend.
There you go. That's pumpernickel.
Bruise on me.
So week 1 of the NFL just passed. Can you clap your hands if your team is undefeated? There you go.
Oh, fantasy or football?
Just the NFL, not even fantasy.
Both. I'm both.
I see. I'm split. I'm 1-0 in one league, and I'm 0-1 in the other.
High scorer in my league, baby.
Nice.
Or second high scorer. I lied.
Nice.
But I had the biggest blowout.
How do you like your fantasy team? We can start off with that.
So honestly, like the more I'm looking at my team, the more I'm like liking it. I have like some pretty good depth, dude. The main thing is as long as Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt, like big time, I should be all right. But like, dude, I have depth, and I still have Mark Ingram on my bench for when he gets off suspension. I still have Josh Gordon on my bench currently until he gets back in the mode. The only like weak spot, which it's not even really a weak spot, is I have Kyle Rudolph as my tight end.
Yeah.
Which he's not a bad tight end. Like he's still probably, I would say, minimum top 10, arguably probably top 5 tight end to have right now. But the issue with him, he seems this year is going to be like a TD or bust type of guy. So I kind of hate having those players just because
he doesn't get a TD. As well on mine. And then in my other league, I have totally touring Clay from Buffalo, and he got nothing.
Oh yeah, well that's because they didn't do anything. That offense has to get going.
It was terrible. But I have Rudolph in my other league. And I like it. My heart. I'm not gonna lie, my heart stopped a little bit when I heard that Aaron Rodgers got carted off the field. And I immediately looked down in depression and said that my fantasy season was over in both leagues. So I have Rodgers in both leagues. And it was a bad time.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is, like, even today, like, obviously he played and he killed it against the Bears, but now he's saying, like, they're not sure if he's going to play this week, and he's not sure if he is. Obviously, you don't want to rush him back and then pull the injury. So, fantasy-wise, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. If they rule him out, I'm just going to wait till Sunday because they're the 1 o'clock game. So, if they rule him out, I'll either, A, just literally pick up whichever quarterback the Packers end up throwing in to start, or B, just see who's on my waiver wire to throw in for a week. But I mean, I like my team otherwise.
Well, I have Rivers as a backup in one of my leagues, and Rivers actually got more points than Rodgers last week. So if Rodgers didn't start,
Rivers isn't a bad option
Rivers
at all.
Is definitely not a bad option because he just throws the ball.
Yeah, I mean that's like a good option to have.
Mm-hmm. But can we talk about Aaron Rodgers' fourth quarter comeback though?
Dude, it was great, man.
And this is why I say that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league.
People forget that Tom Brady had 12 stitches in his throwing hand and beat the best defense in the league in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, this performance was great.
Come on, yeah, like I still argue that if I have one drive, a 2-minute offense drive, and you're down 6, and you need a touchdown to win the game, 10 out of 10 times I choose Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers has like one of the worst, like he is like one of the least amount of like fourth quarter comebacks and like quarterbacks, like percentage wise. And obviously his defense isn't very good either, which, but I mean again, the Patriots really aren't other than their like first 2 Super Bowls, they haven't really had a stud defense in a while. But still, Rodgers just, I don't know, like he's a great player. He just, when you think clutch, you think Tom Brady. Dude's the GOAT.
That's something we're always gonna have to agree to disagree on.
Yeah, I don't know. People, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Rodgers. I think he's crazy talented. Arguably, probably the most talented quarterback to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But Brady just has that separation, dude. My man's 41 and was just tearing apart the Texans D. And they are not a slouch of a D. They're top 10.
No,
in the
yeah,
league.
they're definitely top 10 in the league.
And he was just carving them up, man. Like,
it also helps when you have Gronk. Like, you just throw that man the ball and he's going to produce something for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now the weapons that Rodgers had around him were much better than the Patriots. Other than, I mean, you have Gronk's obviously on his, but Devontae Adams was a stud. I mean, you had Cobb's playing well.
Good, yeah.
I mean, you have Jimmy Graham too, who used to be the argument between who was better out of Graham and Gronk.
I still say it's always been Gronk.
Oh, I do too. I'm just there was a time when he was with the Saints when they used to like you would argue about who was better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. The thing now is obviously I've always said Rodgers really relies on his mobility a lot to make plays. So now it'll be interesting to see how he plays. Again, he was in the pocket. He had a little bit of mobility, but he looked great in the pocket. But now it'll be interesting to see how this injury lingers throughout the season.
I hope it's a fast recovery. Good.
Bro, I hope it's a fast recovery. That's my quarterback, baby. In fantasy purposes, man.
Absolutely, and I love him in general. He's like my favorite quarterback.
Dude put up freaking 27 points for me on one leg and half a game.
Yeah, it was an incredible performance.
He had some great throws, but receivers never get like any of the credit when there's like a huge drive. Like Cobb had that 75-yard run, which again Rodgers threw like a perfect pass, but I mean it was like Cobb was the one that like ran it.
Yeah.
And then Devontae Adams touchdown, he juked him and stuff. It was sick, but obviously you're not going to do that with a terrible quarterback. I mean, you saw they played when their backup went in.
Yeah. Like if I was the quarterback for the Packers, I don't care if you give me the best wide receivers of all times. Like I'm not going to win a single game.
But who's better, Aaron Rodgers or Sam Darnold?
Oof, man. Easily Aaron Rodgers, but Sam Darnold, he was a good first week for the kid. His first ever pass as in the official season was a touchdown for the other team.
Pick six, dude. Yeah, but you know the last quarterback to throw their first pass as a pick six?
What?
Brett Favre.
Was it really?
Yeah, so he's in good company, dude.
Listen, I think the stat was he was like, since the first interception, after like halfway through the game, I think his passing rating was like a 146.2 or something like that. They said, which is absolutely incredible.
I have to see. I don't imagine it was that high.
No, that's when I was watching it on the listening to it on the radio because I was driving at the time. I think they said since the pick, his QB rating was 146.2 or something like that.
I'd have to look at his stats because I don't even think he threw for like 300 yards.
I'm just going off of what I heard, man. It definitely was 146.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you can check after. But listen. A lot of people are already overhyping the Jets, and they're saying, "Oh my God, playoffs! Oh my God, Sam Darnold is gonna, be our savior." Like, listen. I look at this. I'm that Jet fan that is more realistic than anything. Like Chris is all on the bandwagon right now for Darnold, and I'm not taking anything away from the kid. He did play a really good game, but in the same time, Detroit looked like absolute shit, and I think it was more of a defensive victory than a Sam Darnold leading the Jets to a victory type of week.
Yeah, I mean that's all you need though. You need a court. I mean the Jets D usually is decent enough every year.
Our defense looks nice. I'm really excited about the defense.
You just gotta hope Darnold doesn't like lose you games pretty much.
Yeah, no. And you know what? If he plays like he did in week 1, I watched a lot of the highlights because I missed half the game unfortunately. But he was making good moves in the pocket, like getting away from pass rush and being smart with the football other than that first throw. And you know what? I saw the replay. That really wasn't his fault, to be honest with you, that first interception, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's a rookie, so he's only going to go up from there. But obviously, once Tom Brady retires and leaves, that's probably your guys' division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think the Jets go 2-0 next week. I don't see us losing at home to the Dolphins, especially after last week. And if the Jets lose at home to the Dolphins next week, then our season's over. It's over.
I mean, the thing is, again, you can't, like, it's... Being a fan, going off one game, the Eagles are good, so like I don't have, like I know the Eagles are good. I know they have what it takes. Like all around, we just have consistency around our team.
Well, when's coming back?
Well, he's already ruled out for week 2. I was saying like, I think they shouldn't send him back till at least October. So like we have the Bucks this week, who we should definitely be able to beat the Bucks, and then we have the Colts next week, who I think Foles can beat the Colts. I don't think you bring Wentz back until week 4 at the earliest, and that's when we're playing the Vikings.
Okay.
But the thing is, if Foles like keeps winning, there's really no reason to rush Wentz back. Might as well just kind of.
Foles didn't look good. I know.
He doesn't need to.
I know we discussed this off the podcast and off camera, but I don't think Foles looked any good.
He doesn't need to, man. He just needs to not lose the game for us. Yeah. Our defense is solid.
You gotta hope that Wentz is still good though. Like Wentz is still like last year Wentz when he comes back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think as long as Foles keeps winning, like there's no need to rush Wentz back. And I think obviously Foles shows you he has what it takes to like win. So I'm not worried about that. I think Foles just keep getting him in there and get him in the mode. Again, we didn't have Alshon Jeffrey, which was huge against us.
When does he come back?
Again, I don't know. They're probably at least 4 weeks, so he's probably not gonna be back till like a week 5 at the earliest, I think.
Wow.
And yeah, that's like the bear. But again, it doesn't. That's the beauty of where we're at now. Like our end of the year schedule, like after week 4 and on is kind of rough, but like these first 3 weeks are pretty easy. So we get our first 3 weeks in, go 3-0.
Who you play this week?
Bucks.
Oh well, if they play like they did against the Saints, man, wow. I don't know if any of you listeners out there are like suicide leagues and survivor pools, but I'm officially knocked out in week 1 because I had the Saints, thinking it was going to be an easy week 1 win. And listen, Fitz had the game, not even a game of like it was like the game of his life. Fitz had.
Yeah, that was insane, dude. He's like, I was reading some stat, and he's like the only person to put up like the stats and rushing numbers as like, I don't know, it was probably like Rodgers, Cam, and like an older quarterback like that just put up crazy numbers.
Unreal.
Probably Russell Wilson. I bet he was probably up there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I said, there's really, especially with how like the NFC East this week kind of. Well, first of all, the Giants blew it to themselves. They literally lost, just fumbled a kickoff when they were going for the run.
Yep.
The Cowboys look like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Dak looks like trash.
Well, I was never one on Dak. I always said that he was overhyped.
Yeah, so did I. And then I mean the Skins looked all right, but they played the Cardinals, so. That's the thing. Like, I'm not too worried about the people in our division. So again, until we need Wentz to come back, I would rather just keep resting him, make sure he's like fully healthy, and not rush him back in to anything. But getting that number 1 seed's huge. Like going into, I think Philly is one of the hardest places to play in the NFL.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah. I mean, our home stats are just like incredible, and I've been to a lot of Eagles games, and it's nuts there.
Yeah, my dad's been to a few Eagle games, and he said, Philadelphia fans are the worst fans in all of sports, and
we're definitely up there.
I could definitely agree with him.
I've
gone to a few Flyer games and everything. You guys are terrible.
I think now though the Eagles, just like everything around us, is not going to be as bad. Like before, like if we had Foles and if we had like Foles was playing how he's playing now as Eagles fans, we would have like before he won the Super Bowl, would have been like, oh my God, Foles sucks. Like get him the hell out of our city and all this stuff. But he won us a Super Bowl. Like Foles is a god in Philly. He can literally go do whatever. Like, I'm sure whenever he walks down in Philly, whatever, they're just like, they give him paid for food, paid for drinks, like everything. They probably, I mean, he's just a god down there now, dude.
Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick, man. The Eagles, I like the fan base, man. Plus Philly, just downtown Philly is like so
That's cool.
nice of an
I've
area.
been to Philly. Yeah, no, Philly's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to a game soon, and I just love downtown, man. It's just like good vibes down there, especially after like an Eagles win. I've been to, I don't know, maybe like 5 Eagles games, and we've won all of them, so they've always been good outcomes for me, and it's always just been a good time down in like downtown. Never really have like issues with fans and stuff. Well, I'm also an Eagles fan, so it's not like any of the Eagles
Yeah,
fans are gonna mess with me. But yeah, dude. I mean, it's a good vibe down there. I like it.
it's good.
But I mean, that's one good team in in Pennsylvania, and then you have the terrible Steelers now.
Ooh, tied to the Browns.
Dude, the
What was
Browns
the stats?
lost it,
Wait,
man.
what was the stat? The Browns
This is the
didn't
Browns'
win.
best season since 2004.
No, but the
This
Browns
is
didn't win a game in like 600 and something days, and they broke the losing streak by doing a tie.
Oh yeah, I just saw this was the Browns' best start to a season since 2004. Like, dude, it's just crazy, man. Like, and I was mad. I was rooting for the Browns. It's not like I hate the Steelers, but like I just wanted the Browns to win, and like they lost it on themselves, dude. They
Yeah,
just the coaching like near the end was so stupid. Like, I don't know. He just like spiked the ball. Like they had time for one more play left, and they just spiked the ball instead of getting like a couple extra yards. And I don't know. It was just stupid, man.
Do you think the Steelers need Bell? I mean, listen, Connor.
Yes.
He did a
If
great job. However,
if Bell played at the level he normally plays, and this is if Bell was in training camp, he trained the whole time and all that, like he was at his normal Bell self, they would not have lost that game. I don't care. Biggest reason they came back, Connor fumbled it in their red zone and gave it right back to him. That's something Bell wouldn't have done.
But I mean, Connor on the ground looked good, but where
Bell would've
where
done
they
the same
hurt
thing,
though,
dude.
Bell is a receiver for the Steelers. That it's just something that Connor wasn't. Yeah, listen, the kid did great on the run.
Yeah, but he's not going line up in the slot.
Yeah,
and
he's not lining
Bell
up.
does.
Yeah, Bell can hit you hard on the ground, and he can also hurt you in the air.
I think what that game shows is that Connor is a decent enough replacement for you. Obviously, I don't think he's ever going to be what Bell is. And again, that was just one game. But no, I don't think he's Bell. I think anyone would be happy to take Bell. Like, I think your Jets should pick up Bell, honestly. 'Cause
Listen,
you have the cap
Bell's a
room for
Jet
him.
fan. I would take Bell open arms.
Like, that would make life on Darnold so easy. I mean, you don't have terrible receivers either, dude. Like, Robbie Anderson's going to be a really good player.
And Nunwa's pretty good too, man.
Yeah, he came back from injury, dude. He's looking good. Like, I think Bell opens up your offense and just gives you so much more. And that's not to say, like, I mean, he's just a much better pal, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we also have Crowell, who really did good against the Lions, too.
Yeah, but he had, like, 10 carries for, like, 102 yards. He's not going to put up those numbers again.
Yeah. Like I said before, I mean, Detroit just looked like absolute ass. I mean, Stafford threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. That's, like, so bad.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I always thought that guy was a stud, man.
He's a tough quarterback. He the will to win is there, and he just didn't have it. The whole team didn't have it. I mean, you let the Jets score 48 points on you. The Jets, the New York Jets.
Too. I think the Jets. Like, I don't think they're gonna be anywhere as bad as like everyone thought. But again, I don't think like this was the real deal.
Listen, I guess I can keep telling everyone it's week 1. It's enjoy the hype right now. It feels really cool, and you know what? We're probably gonna go 2-0 because I really don't see us losing to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, people take like way too much into the week 1. Like, think about it. The Steelers tied the Browns. Steelers are going to be a top 5 team in the NFL at the end of the season.
Yep, absolutely.
It's just people think about like week 1 too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Eagles obviously didn't look absolutely incredible, but like I'm happy with what I saw. Our defense looked good, and our offense was just getting in the flow with Foles, and we beat a good Falcons team.
Yeah. Well, also Matt Ryan sucks, but
yeah, he's not very good. I mean, he's a quarterback. If 15 to 20 of the teams would take Matt Ryan though as their starting quarterback without even blinking.
Absolutely. But you had the opportunity to win the game. All you had to do is hit Julio. He just kind of
I don't understand how Julio doesn't score at will.
He's
seriously
insane.
Like, it makes no sense to me. He should score every time.
He's a monster. But yeah, we could actually start wrapping it up. We're just trying to make these podcasts a little bit shorter, not going to the extent of an hour and 10 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah, unless you guys like the long ones,
yeah,
then we
absolutely.
can keep them long.
Hey, let us know. But for now, we're gonna probably try to aim for like 30 to 45 minutes. We love doing the podcast, and we could also talk for hours about football. So we do have to stop somewhere. But I think this was a good one. Another good episode. As always, thank you guys for watching, and follow us on our social media. It's going to be down in the description on YouTube. You could click the link, follow, and subscribe. Remember to like the video. And you have any parting words there, BurnZ?
Nah. I mean, if there's anything you guys want to hear us talk about, let us know. Hopefully we'll have a Booze and Bitches Part 2 coming. That was like a good time. We're probably gonna, I don't know. I mean, we have it pretty consistent with what we talk about is football and like some different gaming stuff. But maybe we'll just go off the board one day and just talk about something random.
Yeah.
Another thing is I want to get into doing this on Twitch. Will be cool, live streaming it and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So it would be a second podcast to expose after dark. It would be a live stream. You'll see our faces on the screen. Do it live. We'll also have it recorded. So it'll also be uploaded to YouTube as well.
In case anyone's wondering, the new days of our release of our podcast will be Thursday. Yes. Every Thursday at what time? Like 6?
Probably, yeah. 5,
a little earlier.
5 o'clock would do it for. Give you
5 o'clock?
Yeah, absolutely. Just in time for the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be a good time moving into Thursday.
Next week pretty sure we'll have Chris back for sure, and then hopefully
Dally. I think Dally is gonna be making an appearance for next week.
Full squad back. I'm thinking next week we can pick all the teams for that week, like on live or something.
Absolutely, we could do that as well. We'll have the full squad. We're still waiting for that guest appearance from XPOZED Dylan, who wanted for about a month and a half now.
The legend himself.
Yeah, he wants to be on a podcast, but just hasn't gotten around to getting on to actually do it. So maybe one day you'll see XPOZED Dylan. But other than that, I think we're good.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Everyone have a great night.
Thank you for listening.
It was a good podcast, and XPOZED is out.
See you guys.
Later.